listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Back playing the old classic favorite of mine.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Back for more Final Fantasy X.
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
He doesn't at all question why what essentially is a little kid told him he couldn't. It's hilarious.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, checked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
it begins.
What?
Don't cry.
What the? What? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look. We call it sin.
Sin?
Take it. A gift from Jack.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Hey, what's up? Good to see you come in.
These ones don't matter. We cut through. Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
What you been up to, Gachi?
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
You were streaming Blasphemous. Ah, okay. Hopefully lunch was good. dogs. So we gotta go grocery shopping. Yeah, I know those days, believe me. Yeah, I've had more than a few days in my life where I'm looking in the fridge questioning what I'm gonna make for dinner. Not exactly a good feeling. I kind of feel somewhat responsible for dinner when it comes to my house, so when I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner that night, I'm a little bit uneasy, to say the least. I have a whiteboard calendar on the fridge that we use. Plan out. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure you're not the only one. I kind of tend to, when I go grocery shopping, just have certain things I pick up for dinner for us that
Lauren, let's
I
get
just
out
kind
of
of
here.
keep it planned.
We're expected.
It's more planned in my head than anything.
Give me a break, man.
Because really, for the most part, the people that I would ever cook for, nobody's really picky, so it's really not a big deal. I don't like the fact that he is so low on life right now. Ow.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
They just barely had the life it took to get through that.
This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
Hey.
Yes, it's
Hey!
the HD remaster. It has
My
a collection
old
of
man?
Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 together.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream. A dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me.
Yeah, you can kind of
so
tell.
I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Kind of tell the difference a little bit when it comes to the font, for sure. It looks a little more crisp in this one, and I mean everything really looks a little more crisp, as it should, frankly, but I kind of noticed that too. I was actually watching somebody play what I assumed the other night was the original, based on the way that it looked, only because I know this one, you know, as far as looks,
Anybody
I'm very
there?
familiar with this one, so...
Oren! Hey!
See, I've never really touched very much of Final Fantasy X-2, and in fact, it really can't even be said that I've ever played it. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I never really took the time to actually play it. One of these days I want to. I want to run through it, just to see it, but... Final Fantasy X in its own right is just an absolute classic. It's probably, it's definitely top 5 for me, if not even further than that. For sure. Interesting. Go. Now. Let me just double check and make sure that... Yeah, looks like everything's here. It's good. And we move on. In terms of Final Fantasy in general, I'm not sure what you mean. What exactly is the question, per se? Yeah. I mean, not just in terms of Final Fantasy, but in terms of games in general, you know, overall. It's definitely top 5 for me overall. It's easily, if you're looking at role-playing games specifically, it's at the top of the list, period. The gameplay is amazing, at least to me, just because the strategy and the fights is always a lot of fun, so the gameplay ends up being really amazing. The story is great. The music is absolutely, utterly fantastic. It's just a great game. It really is. You know, and back when this first came out and I first played it on PlayStation 2, it was even a great game then. So, and I really feel like it's held up. It really has. It's held up, to be honest. And is just as good then, if not better now, for sure. You know, this is one of them things where they HD remastered it, and it really hasn't changed anything too heavily. They made everything look better, but really nothing has changed very much. So for people that are familiar with it the way that I am, it's just basically the same great game, but looks a lot better and it's a lot more polished. Hasn't anybody ever told you that's kind of rude?
Made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Interesting ordeal that was. Sure. Yeah, this is a game that brings back a lot of nostalgic memories for me. I've played through the storyline so many times I've lost count at this point.
Cold. Need fire.
It's funny because certain secret things about, or what some games would consider secret things, I usually wouldn't remember stuff like that about a lot of games. There's stuff that you would put in that quote-unquote secret category that, when it comes to this one, I do remember because I've seen the storyline so many times, I've played through this so many times that some of it just got burned into my brain over the course of me playing it that many times. Alright, just give me a turn. That. Ah. It's in here. Yep. There we go. Good old Flint. The one thing that's nice about this game is it makes for a great streaming game because a lot of it's story-based, a lot of it's cutscenes to an extent, but even the gameplay itself, it's not hard to take a moment when you need a moment.
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Nah, just hold on. I'll get more wood. Give me a break! on my side? Cool!
Yeah.
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go!
Redek Drak! Vin, Irisa, Tekiaka! Wag, Edeku! Sarkemed?
Fed! Trivida Grisa!
Raunia, Drakisha Dave.
Ifan Petted! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
And the nice thing about me playing this way too is I happen to have all of the... There's what they call primers that you can pick up throughout this game that will... One primer will teach you each of the letters in what they call the Albed language. That if you don't have the primers, the letters that you don't have the primers for will show up as a different letter, and they'll show up, I believe it's white, just like the other letters. But the ones that you do have the primers for to translate will show up as the letters they're supposed to be, and they'll show up the way you're seeing them there, where they were purple. Well, it just so happens I have all of the primers for their language.
Hey,
So,
that hurts!
because of that, you can see everything they're saying.
Whoa. Okay.
Canis!
Right, whatever.
Tui hud kbeg?
I said I don't understand.
Akomala!
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
And that circular thing that you saw me sitting at earlier and trying to deal with was a little bit of a machine of sorts where you can actually the idea is you can actually take save data from other games. Like you'll see that I have 3 of them here. You can take save data from other games as far as those primers are concerned and load it into your current game. So the primers, you would sit at one of those things and the primers are actually coming from one of these other 2 games, and I load it into this one so that I already have the Albed primers for their language. Even at the very start of the game, I can see what they're saying. Where normally that early in the game, if it was a fresh play and you didn't have any of the primers, normally you wouldn't be able to see what they were saying that early in the game because you just wouldn't have even gotten far enough through the game to be able to pick any of them up.
Oh, almost forgot.
What track is it that you're referring to? Are you talking about the sphere grid? Well, it's interesting because what they did with the music is they have all the original music that would have been in the original PlayStation 2 version of the game, but then they have essentially a second version of the same music that they call arranged, where it sounds a little bit different, and it's basically, I mean, they're very much the same tracks, and if you were to listen to them side by side, they would sound very similar, but they're not the same. So it's like I don't know if you want to consider it an updated version of the original music. Yeah, I mean, there might be some stuff that's from, other Final Fantasies, maybe 7, maybe even others in here that I'm just not really aware of. It's entirely possible. I'm not a huge historian when it comes to the other games, the other Final Fantasy games, historically speaking. I really, 10 is the only one that I've ever played very much of. I played a little bit of 7, and I actually have 7. Speaking of 7, that I can go play, I just haven't actually sat and gone and played through it yet. So
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not
it's
active
entirely
now,
possible
but there
that
should still
some
be
of
some
the
power left. We're gonna go
music
down there and activate
might
it.
have come from that,
And then we should be
maybe
able
even
to
other games.
salvage the big prize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
Before I do anything with this, okay, just wanted to make sure I knew exactly what was going on here. Couldn't exactly remember where it was, whether it was up or down that you were supposed to go with him. Which is weird because I've played this game a million times, but there's certain odd things I don't always remember. Although, funnily enough, I do happen to know that sphere grid quite well. There's certain things about the sphere grid that, if you happen to know it ahead of time going in, sometimes it can be easier to do things because you kind of have something of an idea of what to do and, you know, where to take things with characters. Because basically the sphere grid is your way to upgrade the characters, your way to give them new abilities and whatnot. So if you know the way the sphere grid is laid out already, then you have something of a pretty big advantage going into it. I don't know that I've ever had her die in this battle before. That's interesting. Not the worst thing in the world, though. Oh, you know what? Let's go stand by for now. There we go, that's what I was thinking. I didn't realize you actually couldn't do that with both of them. Guess that had to be done with Titus. Not able to steal anything anymore. What a bummer. power to the ship. Here come the lights.
Futra airship! Tradanukt van een nek. Hoof, rooftu, tungadib. Wee, Wicheta!
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I? Hungry. Whoa! Right on.
Hey!
Nearly choked to death, why don't you?
It's because you eat too fast. Hey!
Hello there. What is your name?
Riku?
Whoa! You really do understand. Woo-hoo-hoo! Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Al Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkin. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkin Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkin. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago. So no one plays blitzball there.
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way!
You said... You play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah.
Huh.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh. My Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place, that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa, whoa!
Etonic! Etonic!
Whoa! Wow! Riku!
He just gets pelted right in the back of the damn head.
Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
Ow. I go over to him, because I know this is over here. Here. Guess I'll pick those up.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkin Abes.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy-like. So, I don't know where this place is, or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you, but you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago, just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
Well, you from the Xanarkand Abes, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better, maybe.
Hey, it's this way.
Normally I'm a quite talkative person, but I try to, you know, stay silent for people that need the story and whatnot.
Huh?
What's the big idea?
Not all of us are like me and have played through this game so many times I could recite lines. Actually, if I remember right, was there... I don't know if there was a chest back there or not, but I mean, to be honest, even if there was, it probably wasn't anything that was too major. Hey Pico, how you doing, bud? Glad you guys both decided to drop by today. Thanks for that. Appreciate the support very much. All done with meetings for the day, huh? Okay. Well, that's a good thing. I'm sure it always feels good to get that stuff out of the way. If you guys happen to have any questions about the game, feel free to ask, because I would certainly be able to at least somewhat point you in the right direction. I'm kind of somewhat taking it easy as far as moving through the game is concerned, and it's for two reasons. It's for one, it makes it a little bit easier for, you know, not getting things in the story so fast that you know, find it hard to keep up with anything, but it's also for the sake of like extra fights and things like that. It's actually a good thing to have that happen, and many people that play games like this will know. It helps you train characters and helps you get extra levels and things, and it's not necessarily something you have to do in here. I mean, you don't have to per se, but it definitely makes certain fights in the game a lot easier. Farming a few sphere levels here and there, and you know, sticking around an area for a little bit longer is not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, one thing you'll find too, and I haven't played really any of the others except for a few minutes worth of 7, but I mean, just really common knowledge, at least common knowledge on my end, just because I'm enough of a gamer to know. The games really, at least to me, seem as though they've changed enough from game to game that, I mean, you may still know that a game is a Final Fantasy game just based on the way that the game looks and sort of how it's played out and everything. I think I actually moved the wrong direction there. Oops. Oh well. But really, I mean, it depends, because you know, obviously some of the earlier games are so different, just graphically speaking, that it's entirely possible somebody that doesn't know any better might look at those games and not know that they're a part of the series necessarily, unless they're told. Mine is your favorite, the mainline series at least. Yeah. I actually, it's funny because I have both 7 and 9 on my Xbox along with 10. I haven't played either 7 or 9 all the way through yet. I've played a few minutes of both of the others, but not really enough to pick up on, you know, anything major as far as the story or anything of the like is concerned. So I certainly haven't played anywhere near as much of those as I have 10, that much is for sure. But it's funny because, I mean, this is the kind of game where the interesting part about it is how long things in this game can be, to an extent, because it's funny, we haven't even really gotten into anything major in this game yet, and I've been playing for over an hour.
Let me go!
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a Blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
Well, you gotta respect Titus's winning attitude. I mean, that's... He is the leader of his team, after all, so... I would expect nothing less of him.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too?
I'm not that competitive, yeah.
Hey, sorry.
Well...
Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
I mean...
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
To each their own, I guess, but when you're an athlete, that's... It kind of comes with the territory. I mean, if you're not a competitive person, you really shouldn't bother being in
They got
sports.
any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Hey, not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Well, I mean, you gotta figure they do live in a village that is essentially.
It was then standing in that place.
May as well be like living on the beach, kinda, you know. Kind of like living in Hawaii in a sense. I mean, I kind of get the feeling that
I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
Always dressed up as though they're on the beach, you know.
Years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Well, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin.
Yeah, you notice when he said that gasp of disbelief from the entire room?
It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
I can never remember what hut it is exactly. Oh, it is this one. I got it right this time.
Sorry,
What a concept.
Man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
Actually, it's kind of ironic because I feel a little bushed.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Waka?
I'm gonna go ahead and make the assumption now that most, if not everybody, doesn't need to be told that that was Titus and his mother when he was younger, but just for those that didn't make that connection. Yeah.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
Our precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
And so it begins. Yeah, I plan to. Gonna go for as long as I can, at least. Yeah. Thanks a lot for coming in and hanging out with me for a while, guys. I appreciate it. Take care. there's a destruction sphere you can get at some point in here, but entirely remember how. It's been too long. There's nothing else in there. There's nothing in here. That's empty. Try this. Just curiosity. Ah, here we go. So that was it then. Alright.
Hey! What's gotten into you? Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian? Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
I've done it. I have become a summoner.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Apparently they are not all old geezers, as he says.
Hey, over here!
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
I can't see anything.
Ready?
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it. I remember, that night, we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For me.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Victory! 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 Yeah!
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner!
You're a bad man!
Lady Una, be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with. I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Huh? I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kinda overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Lady Yuna, come play with me some more.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
She's cute, yeah? Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you. Ready for bed? Good. Sleep tight.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
Hey! You said you'd go with me!
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball! Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
I hate you.
Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you!
Huh?
That's the spirit.
You can do it!
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead. He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but...
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu. He looked like you.
He's dead?
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it. I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full-time. I know it kinda looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot. You really helped me out, you know? What I mean is... Thanks, Waka.
Stop. You're embarrassing me. Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
Yeah, use it well.
That's the sword you gave Chappu.
Well, he never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go. Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Ha! No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer. My kind of customer.
Okay, so before I forget, let's put that with Yuna. Because I've been known to forget.
Looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this!
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here. Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means...
Take your time.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chappu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat. That should do it.
Okay, well, I think this is a good place to save it and call it quits for the time being. I had a couple people come in here with me today and hang out for a little while in the chat room, and I highly appreciate both of them doing so. They're both people that I've had come in a couple other times before, so I appreciate their support and, you know, coming in and hanging out for a while. For anybody that might possibly see the video later, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll definitely be, you know, gaming more later and definitely putting out more as far as live streams and whatnot in the future, so hopefully you enjoyed this and hopefully you'll enjoy more later. Thanks a lot, everyone.